Welcome back, everybody. Matt the Bat here. Hope you're doing well. So, this week, starting on Friday, the new Creed movie, Creed 3, is coming out in theaters. This is the third film in the Creed franchise, started by Michael B. Jordan, playing Adonis Creed, the son of Apollo Creed. I'm going to give you a little brief history. I am a huge fan of the Rocky franchise. Have been since the summer of 2004, after my 8th grade year of middle school. That summer, I think it was around July, they had a Rocky marathon during 4th of July weekend. And I think we were down in Florida for our weekly vacation. And I ended up watching like all the Rocky movies during that week. Each night they had a new Rocky movie on. So that's when I actually got into Rocky. Beforehand, I never watched a single Rocky movie. I don't know why. And I became a huge fan of Rocky, to the point that even my freshman year of high school, the spring semester, I was doing my only film class in high school. Only took one film class. That's it. The rest is all natural abilities, if you will. The teacher had an assignment. We had to make a music video. So, my friend and I decided to, and I was already a huge Rocky fan, we were like, why don't we do a Rocky movie? So we took the Eye of the Tiger, most famous for Rocky 3, and we did a music video. He kind of played the Rocky character, which was funny because he's very skinny. Nothing like Rocky Balboa or Apollo or anybody. And then I played the antagonist who come down at the end, and we have a big fight near the end of it. And that was fun. Everyone loved it. They thought this is hilarious. And then when I got into college, and then throughout I became more of I also became more of a boxing fan. Like, not necessarily watching boxing on TV, but boxing films, $1 Million Baby, obviously the other Rocky movies. We had The Fighter, Southpaw, Raging Bull, and so on and so forth. So I became a huge boxing fan when it came to boxing films. Other than its football movies and boxing movies are my favorite types of sports movies to watch, even more than baseball or whatever. And I guess I just like seeing people get the shit beat out of them. I mean, football, you get the shit beat out of you if you tackle someone really hard. And boxing, you're really just punching the shit out of them. I also like MMA films like Never Back Down and Warrior. I just have a thing where people getting the shit beat out of them. I don't know why. I guess either my own life of me getting the shit beat out of me throughout life and having to get back up. So I say, hey, if I can do it, and like Rocky, if you can change, I can change. So, even in college, on one side of my room, my dorm room, I had a Rocky poster. On the other side of the room, I had the Fighter poster from The Fighter. That's another boxing film, if I got to mention. With Mark Wahlberg, Christian Bale, Amy Adams, and Melissa Leo. The Fighter kind of cemented my college years, having 5 surgeries throughout college. I basically got the name The Fighter. And with the new Creed coming out, I wanted to rank the Rocky movies / Creed movies before this new Creed movie comes out. So here we go. And this is not like horrible to best. This is just my least favorite to my favorite. Starting out with the least favorite, Rocky 5. Came out in 1990. This is the one where Rocky trains a young fighter, Tommy Gunn. I don't know if he's related to James Gunn. maybe. But like I said, this is just a so-so movie. It's fine. And I mean, it didn't do anything new or just. It was a so-so movie. It's a 90s movie. Feels like a 90s movie. Is a 90s movie. Next is Rocky 2. I've never been a huge fan of Rocky 2. I don't know why. I think there's some good moments in the movie. I like the montages. I like the music in the movie by Mil Conti. But something about Rocky 2, I don't know if the pacing where it kind of slows down for a while and it takes a while to get back up and get going. I don't know if it is too many montages. They have like back-to-back montages. It's a little weird. And like I said, the thing they started doing with Rocky 2 was we're going to recap the ending of the last movie, just in case you forgot. This is not a TV show. We don't need to be recapping the last movie. And, I mean, that also got annoying. So, I mean, like I said, there are some good moments in the movie, but overall, I think Rocky 2 is almost like Halloween 2. Where they had Halloween 1, the original, and then they made Halloween 2 that was just straight up, right at the end, starting right where the last movie left off, and that's what Rocky 2 was. And then they also recapped the ending of Rocky 1, which was stupid. And then we got Rocky 3. My next two Rocky films are 100% a product of the 80s. You watch these movies, these are 80s movies. 100%. No doubt about it. Between the music, between the one-liners, between the tough guy attitude of Sylvester Stallone, who, I admit, he doesn't feel like Rocky in these movies. He feels like Sylvester Stallone wanted to be big bodybuilder, compete with Arnold Schwarzenegger at the time, with Terminator and Predator and Commando, you know, all the Total Recall, you know, and then he was trying to, you know, who's going to be the best? Instead of, you know, Mr. T and Rocky Balboa, it's Arnold and Sylvester. But other than that, Rocky 3 is still fun. I mean, Eye of the Tiger is still one of the most famous songs in movie history, sports history. Like I said, I used it for my own little Rocky spin-off spoof. And then you got the great one-liners. Pain. I pity the fool. Oh, whoop Balboa. Oh, whoop Balboa. And then Nick dying, you know. Like I said, it was good. I like seeing Apollo and Rocky become friends and help them train and all that. Like I said, it has good moments. But it's also very short. This is another problem, like I said. Then by the time we get to Rocky 3, it's like 90 minutes. And like in the first 3 minutes, they're recapping the ending of Rocky 2. And it's like, okay, so you really only have like an hour and 27-minute movie. Short. I think that's a movie that could have had a little bit longer runtime. Especially after the death of Mickey. Mick. I think they could have spent a little bit more time, you know, doing that. A little bit more time training Rocky. But it's like boom, 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 boom. And of course we got Hulk Hogan in there. Thunder Lips. Aliens. Remember, aliens. Then I got Rocky 4. Rocky 4 is fun. You know, Rocky 4, another product of the 80s. The music. Living in America. Hearts on Fire. Burning Heart. Hearts on Fire. No Easy Way Out. I mean, I view Rocky 4 as one of the best soundtracks in the Rocky franchise. Like, that's a soundtrack that when I go to work out, I listen to. I'm like, yeah, let's put on that. Put on Eye of the Tiger. But, I mean, there's some good workout music right there. And I think you got Ivan Drago. Some of the best quotes in any Rocky movie. the one that was memed a lot during the COVID pandemic, if he dies, he dies. I know that's not funny, but with the time it was kind of funny. I'll break you. I mean, it's iconic in that way, but it doesn't have that 80s music, it doesn't have those 80s vibes. Stallone trying to be all muscular and everything. And then during the Cold War, you got Russia and U.S. Rocky saved us from the Cold War. Even got the robot made. It's like they were trying to invoke the Jetsons. The cartoon show. Yeah, but I think this movie has actually gotten better because of Creed 2, which deals with the Dragos even more. And I'll get to that, but because of Creed 2, it has made Rocky 4 better in some way. Then we got Rocky Balboa. Now this is the first Rocky movie I ever saw in theaters. This was 16 years after Rocky 5. Rocky 5 once again came out in 1990. Rocky Balboa came out in 2006. I think this is a great Rocky movie. Like I said, I have this above all the other Rocky films other than the original. I love the dynamic. I love the look of the movie. I love the older Rocky. I love the older Rocky versus this new generation. I like the way the simulator they had that gets everything going in the plot-wise. I love the back and forth with his son. His son doesn't want to be in his shadow anymore. He wants to be on his own. He wants to live on his own, have his own life. Played by Milo Ventimiglia, Robert Balboa. And one of the best speeches in any sports movie, I don't care, whatever, is the one where Rocky is talking to his son Robert. And he talks about, life's gonna beat you down hard and you just gotta learn to take the punches and you have to learn to get back up and keep moving forward. That's what life is all about. Keep moving forward. When you're gonna get hit, you have to get back up. That was actually one of the quotes that I almost used for my senior quote in high school. But me, that was such a... Like I said, that quote is more for me in college than it was for me in high school. High school was, I used the Batman Begins quote, of course. But the Rocky speech that he gives about, life beating you down and you just have to get back up and keep getting back up is one of the best quote speeches, but also in life in general. I mean, life is hard. Life will beat you down. And it's just an amazing quote or speech. And it's literally exactly true. And like that, I love the relationship with the girl he has. He developed the restaurant, Adrian's. I think Rocky Balboa was one of those movies I was like, this is extremely good. Like, extremely good. Next is Creed 2. I can go back and forth between Creed 1 and Creed 2, which one I think is better. Creed 2 is excellent. I went back and watched it yesterday. I did a back-to-back Creed 1 and Creed 2, leading up to Creed 3 on Friday. And Creed 2, going into that movie, I thought, oh, this is going to be like Rocky 4. We got the Dragos back. But no, Creed 2 really developed the Dragos to be serious, true people, not just caricatures of Russians, if you will, but true human beings that by the end of that movie, you feel something for the Dragos. And it was just like, whoa. Then you got the whole Adonis and his wife Bianca. They're having a daughter that has disabilities. and dealing with that. And it was really, it's one of those movies that it's basically Rocky 2 and Rocky 4, but done so much better. It's so serious that, it's just a great movie. I think it's one of my favorite sequels in the Rocky franchise. And, I mean, I think Dolph Lundgren back as Ivan Drago was amazing. Even seeing Bridget Nielsen show up in two scenes had to be very interesting and awkward on set. Bridget Nielsen and Sylvester Stallone were married for 2 years. He also had a fling with Arnold. Like I said, back in the 80s, it was like complete competition between Stallone and Arnold in so many ways. So Creed 2 is pretty great. Then we got Creed 1, the movie that brought back the franchise in 2015, 9 years after Rocky Balboa. This was an excellent sequel. The cinematography, the long tracking shot they have of that one fight scene. Michael B. Jordan coming in to play Adonis, the son of Apollo. Perfect casting. Rocky, Sylvester Stallone, some of the best acting from Stallone in this movie. He actually got nominated for an Academy Award for acting. The music, Tessa Thompson. I love the relationship between Tessa Thompson's Bianca and Michael B. Jordan's Adonis. They could have done the same, like, Adrian route with Bianca being the shy, quiet girl. But no, she's her own person. She's a singer. And the fight scenes were great. Overall, a great movie. The one that started it all. This is obviously a great movie, not just a boxing film, but even a romance movie. I mean, the relationship between Rocky and Adrian, great. The story, underdog story. The one thing about sports movies I always love is they're inspirational. They're inspiring. They deal with teamwork, friendship, pushing yourself. That's why sports movies are like some of the best movies to watch. Especially when you're down and you need to get yourself back up. Put on a sports movie. Especially Rocky. Hey, Adrian, it's me, Rocky. Yeah, I mean, Paulie was great. Mickey. I mean, like, the whole movie's amazing. And it won Academy Awards, won Best Picture. Remember, Sylvester Stallone wrote the film. He wasn't going to star, and the studio didn't want him to star in it, and he wasn't an actor yet. He's like, no, I want to star in it. I wrote the script, and it became history. So, that's my ranking for the Rocky/Creed movies. What are your rankings for the Rocky franchise? What's your number one? What's your least favorite? What's your favorite? Are you going to go see Creed 3 this weekend? If so, let me know in the comments below. I'll have a review up for Creed 3 probably by Sunday or Monday. So, Matt the Bat here.